Hello, I'm Teresita Reyes, and this is my video for Leading with a Moral Compass. This is my synthesis for the resources that we got for this assignment. The first video was Moral Compass, and it was a really interesting chat. And the thing that I liked more was to be a leader, people need to trust in you. If you say one thing and you do another, people will not trust you, and then you are not a good leader. So for people to be able to follow you, they need to see that what you say is what you do. And other thing that I found interesting here is that there's a fine line that divides right and wrong. So the closer you get to that line, the easier it is to go to the wrong side, and the more you do it, the more you could make it easier and don't think about it anymore. So, and also when you're a leader, your personal life is not your personal life anymore. It's part of your job, it's part of what you are, and whatever actions you do in your personal life will reflect in your work. The second video was having a moral compass, and what they said there is that we all have moral obligations with everybody else. So we should put people first, respect dignity, treat everyone fairly, and be honest. So you need to be very clear with your values before you're in a situation where you need to decide on something. So you need to know what things you believe in, what things you can negotiate, what things you can change, but you really need to do this ahead of time, because when you're faced with quick decisions, and if your moral values are not very strong, is probably you're going to take the wrong decision. The last video I watched was Concepts Unwrapped for Moral Emotions. And here, what I found interesting is that your moral decisions are an intuitive feel, something that you feel in your gut. It's not something, you can feel it when it's right or wrong. If you start thinking about it or processing something that you feel that it's wrong, but you're trying to analyze it to make it look right, then it's probably wrong. And we have those feelings to help us live together in groups and follow the rules. So we have different feelings. Some are self-conscious, and those help us follow the rules, the norms. We also have praising emotions that help us be more helpful and generous, because we like to be praised. And suffering emotions encourage us to help others in the form of empathy, and that's very important. For example, racism is a form of dehumanization, and we can fight that with empathy. If you put yourself in the shoes of the other person, maybe you wouldn't like how people are treating others, and you wouldn't like yourself to be treated like that. So that's empathy, and once you put yourself in the shoes of others, you know how they feel, and it's easier to make the right decision. And if we have if we pay attention of what we could do and what we can feel, we can find a balance between emotions and logical thoughts. Then we had the articles. The first article was Set Your Moral Compass True North. And it says that a good place to start is distinguishing what is right from wrong. And that is the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. I tell that to my students all the time. Every time they complain about something being wrong, I tell them, is that how you want others to treat you? So do the right thing and treat others how you want to be treated. Other approaches to have moral conscience or to do the right thing, it's to follow the rights theory, and it's respect the rights of others. So we all have rights. If we respect those rights, we'll make right decisions. And you can also evaluate how it benefits or harm somebody else, how our actions are going to affect other people. And we should always act with honesty, empathy, respectfulness, integrity, and responsibility. And with all of that, we should try to improve others' lives. And the last article that I read is The Moral Compass. Here it says that morality is very simple. It's just to distinguish what's right and wrong. And the problem is that everybody has a different scope. Everybody sees things differently. So for one people, it might be right, but for others, it might be wrong. So how can we find a true north, a true right, if everybody has a different point of view? So that would be something to think about and figure out who's right, who's wrong, and find a common base for everybody. My personal moral compass and the visual that I did for it, in the top I have God, because my personal moral compass is guided by God and the religious teachings that I was raised with. And it's my main focus to shape my moral decisions. My family and culture have a lot of input in my moral principles, since I was raised with a disposition to do the right thing and to help others. In the Mexican culture, we are educated to support one another, and the family system is very strong. Also, in that family system, I want to be a good example for my daughters, so I try to do the right thing and show them how to do the right thing. Another thing that it's part of me and I was raised with it, is to encourage the values of honesty, empathy, and community. And here are my references and how this project correlates with the standards. This assignment helped me create a visual of my personal conduct in relation to ethical behavior and how this reflects in others. So how the things I do reflect on others, how they see me, how they will follow me if I'm doing the right thing, and how they will learn to do the right thing. The most relevant thing is that the resources gave me the resources from this assignment. They made me think on what my personal compass is and how my personal experience have shaped my beliefs. With this, I reflected that now I'm more aware of my beliefs, and based on what I learned right in this assignment, I am able to correct my misconceptions, and I'm better prepared to set an example for others by demonstrating integrity in my actions. Thank you. I hope you liked it.